We're not going to have that tonight. We're going to have no problems. No technical issues, no faults. I'm not jinxing it. I just know this is the way it's going to be. I just know it is. Alright, so Orphic are starting on defense, which means they will ban first. Defenders always ban first. I always say this. And tonight is no different. Tonight is no different. Let's see who's going to get banned. Often Thatcher would be banned on this map, so let's see if that's going to be a play. Or Blackbeard. It is going to be Thatcher. No big surprise. I don't even have to change... the ban because he's pretty much always selected. So he's just there by default in my bans for the first team. Sledge. Interesting ban. Now, that's going to allow, or at least open up, a little bit more flexibility when it comes to playing downstairs. Taking a lot of vertical destruction out of the way. Now, of course, Buck will still be in play. Buck will still be there. But taking Sledge out of action, yeah, that opens up the possibilities for playing downstairs and also for Castle Barricade staying up a little bit longer. Forces utility from the likes of Ashe and Sophia to be used much more freely. And there we go, there's Clash getting banned. Number 5 in the top bans list is now banned. And that is our bans, ladies and gents. For tonight, we have Thatcher and Clash coming out from Orphic, and we have Sledge and Kaid coming out from Free Elo. Let's see what these guys do with these bans. Hey, Den, welcome to the stream. Right, Trophy and Statuary is going to be the first site to get played. In ranked, typically you're looking at Aviator and Games, but over here in Comp, a lot of the time, Trophy and Statuary is actually the first one picked. It's probably 50-50 first time being picked. Woken Sync, faster start than ours yesterday. Yes, we got it right tonight, Woken. We're not going to have any issues tonight. No issues. Hey, Liam, welcome to the stream. Prosser, welcome to you. Hayden, hopefully you're not the Hayden that's playing. If you are, you need to leave the stream. Welcome to YZF Remix. And to Rolo, welcome to you too. And Kirksey. All right. Now, for anyone wondering, if you were to type !delay into the stream, you will find we do actually run with a delay. So if a player was in the stream, it wouldn't be a huge issue, but it's a 90-second delay, so it's not... We'd rather players weren't in the stream. When it's Face It, it's not so bad because I run a 3-minute delay. Impossible to stream snipe with a 3-minute delay. With 90 seconds, still not ideal, so we like our players to not be in the stream when we are broadcasting. They have been told, they do know. They do know. It's fine for them to be there before the game starts and once it's finished, but not when it's in play. Now, let's take a look at the setup. We have a triple wall reinforcement here with a signal jammer, which is going to stop most of that wall getting opened. You will still be able to open up the very edges if you try hard enough, more so this side, because it's just a little bit over to the left here. We've got Ashe and Nomad coming in from the fountain side with Glossy already taking a little bit of damage. I've taken the long way to get to his player, but there we go. That's Glossy repelling up here on 90 window, or Liquor as a lot of people, when I say a lot of people, I mean me, would know it. And Hayden gets an early kill onto Retro with a pistol, no less. That's standing here at the top of the main stairs. So Hayden doing a bit of a roam here and not being spotted by the attackers. He's just roaming freely, getting caught out. Or not caught out, as the case may be. And Herinderpool making for exciting viewing here as he just stands watching doors and statues. Killer64 watching cams. Matty upstairs looking down below, waiting for a player to walk below him, which at the moment isn't going to happen. It's not going to happen. So now he's going to start looking through to the bedroom window, to the bedroom door, master bedroom doorway. And Strider just playing here in Astro at the top of the staircase. Behind a shield, very common position to be planted right here as we see Free Elo starting to gain intel, working out what they're going to do to attack this site. We've got Glossy down below, taking out any utility, allowing these walls to get opened up by Ace. That wall is now going to get opened, but the Selma is a little bit too low. It's not going to open up a huge hole for them. They might not be able to crouch walk their way through it. They might not be able to crouch walk their way through. That's going to be a prone hole. They're going to need to open up another one as TGC Fraggy Club does manage to take down one player. That is going to be Strider. That is the first kill on the board for Free Elo, and Glossy is going to watch his flanks as grenades get dropped up above him. That's his own teammates' grenades. Probably AS Flex, I would assume, as Nomad doesn't have grenades. And Jag is going to do a bit more work on that wall to try and get that open so they can walk through into the site. As Hayden takes down Glossy, leaving us in a 4 versus 3. Jag is going to take loaded damage, and he's going to have to be very cautious here. We've got one player in the bathroom, 50 seconds to go. All the time in the world here for the attackers, and they do actually have 4 drones in their pockets that they can utilize. We've got ADSs on the wall. Those are going to get taken down, but we are going to get the flank there from Matty, who takes down Jag. Hayden takes down AS Flex, and that leaves BMC all on his own in a 1 versus 4. He knows there's a player behind that shield. Now C4 goes out, and I don't manage to change the spectator view in time to see that kill in all its glory, but it doesn't matter, because that is round going to Orphic. Round number 1 goes to Orphic. And that isn't the start that Free Elo are going to want. But now we are going to see the more common site get played, which is Aviator and Games. Let's see if Free Elo will be able to do a little bit more when we come to this site. Not a great start for Free Elo, but there's still plenty of time left. Glossy Club being the only one to get his kills. Now, Hayden does have 3. 1 for Matty, 1 for Killer. We expect Killer to do a lot more than this as the game progresses, based on what we saw from him the last time he played here. Work and sync. Yeah, there is a cooldown period on the timeouts, and you can only do it twice. One person can only do it twice, I think. We can tweak it as we go. We can see what seems right. I just didn't want everybody having the ability to do it all the time, and just the problem you have is, like, you get new people come in to join the stream and talk, and then someone will mute them immediately or time them out immediately, and it's sort of like counterintuitive to what we want the community to be able to do. Alrighty, now let's see what kind of setup we are going to get here for Aviator and Games. We're actually getting a similar setup to what we saw for Trophy and Statuary. We are getting a heavy setup over here on the north side of the building, over on the Trophy Statuary side, as opposed to a huge setup over here on the Aviator and Games side. We've got 2 reinforcements on this main wall here, which is perfectly normal. 2 reinforcements here, which are electrified with bandit batteries. Single reinforcement with the signal jammer, and some holes opened up in the walls to allow long angles from vault over onto balcony. Strider going to be sitting behind the bar on cams. We've got a pre-placed C4 somewhere. Hayden's sitting here in the astronomy room. He's going to get droned out. That drone is going to get taken out. He's going to move into the bathroom, but he is going to get taken down by Retro. He pushes in on that intel and does claim a life. Herinderpool, though, does manage to get that refrag as Retro tries to push him there with that shield, and 2 ADSs protecting him. This could be a good little hold coming out from Herinderpool as a C4 goes out from Matty, and that's going to do no damage to AS Flex, who is staying well back away from that window. He's going to peek it a little bit, but Matty is sitting there playing with the iron sights on Bandit. That's what I like to see. You've got to play iron sights when you play Bandit. Essential as Glossy Club takes down Herinderpool, leaving us in a 4 versus 3. And in this round, we are seeing the early lead being taken here by Free Elo as they take the man advantage. Signal jammers getting taken down. That's going to allow the drones to roam free as the attackers start to converge onto site. We are going to have AS Flex spotting the typical player there on the pillar. It's going to get spotted, though, with that default camera. And Matty is going to drop down as Jag is going to be there outside that bathroom window, applying pressure. Matty making his way back up to the top of the main stairs. 90 has been given up and is free for the taking, though we do see Bandit at the end of the hallway there, waiting for an opportunity to come out and pop a bullet into someone's face. Which, when you think about it, isn't a very nice thing to do. But it is what it is. Oh, but BMC is the one that gets the kill. No bullets in faces for Bandit today. No, no, no. But there is going to be one for Strider as he peeks his way out and gets that refrag. Killer does go down at the hands of Fraggy Club, leaving Strider 9k all on his own here in a 1 versus 3. Let's get a look at his perspective as we see ADS is going down. You've got to get those points. You've got to get those points. Strider just holding behind the bar. He still has 1 more gas grenade in his pocket, which has now been spent. And all he has is 89 bullets in the SMG and a shotty to try and hold back this push. Ace outside. They do not know he is here. Ace is likely to die if he pushes in at this point. Jag needs to be very careful. Jag does start to peek as Plant does start to go down. Oh no! Glossy Club does go down at the hands of Strider, but that gives away his position perfectly, allowing Jag to get that pick and putting a round on the board for Free Elo. So a very slow, measured attack coming out for Free Elo. And unfortunately, AS Flex doesn't get the 10 points. Okay, what's going on here? Let's give a pause. Let me check with the team. All right. Bear with me for a second while we're waiting for a response to this. Okay. Now, this would count as a rehost. Okay, this is counting as a rehost. All right. So that means we put a rehost identifier there next to... yeah, okay. All right, so this is a rehost position, rehost situation. While we are rehosting, let's take a look at a tweet that has been given to us. Let's take a look. Who is this from? This is from BMC, who is playing tonight. What's he got to say? Ah, okay. Nice one, nice one, BMC. Nice one. It's one to keep. One to keep. All right. Now, while we've also checked out the tweet, let's check out some of the replays from the last round and just relive some of those moments. They might be good. They might not be good. We will find out as they play. Right, so we did miss that one. We missed the kill there, but we will get it when we come back to do videos of highlights. We didn't miss Bandit getting his face shot off. That's good to know. And what's the last one that we got? We got Jag getting taken down. Sorry, Strider getting... No. Glossy Club getting taken down by Strider. So I was on the way there to being right. I was on the way to being right. Okay. So we have had a game crash, it seems, coming out from... the fifth player of Free Elo. So bear with us for a moment, stream, while we go to a rehost. We will be back very, very shortly. Jackson has dropped down the hatch. And he is actually down. So Fear is down there as well. Nice kill there from Joza. As they're going to want to finish off the kill. The Res is going down, it looks like. And that's an easy triple here for Joza. Well, Fergal, top of yellow stairs. Sorry, spiral stairs, waiting for someone to make his way up. Ash still holding this hole here in the floor, and finally it pays off and he takes down flanks. He gets the refrag for his teammate. Catsy, you have been avenged. 3v2 in favor of Vanquish. 3v1 in favor of Vanquish. Jago Booty can't hold his shots, but he does manage to take down Zach eventually. That's the double kill. They don't know that he's here. Oh no, they know he's here because of the drone. Great plays from Mystic. Now we can see the player IQ coming up. But that is Den. I told you, he likes to flank. He does like to go for the kills, but he's not going to be successful as he does get fragged. Zach is going to back out and play this sensibly. Hibana going to open up that wall. They're in admin. Zachariah is going to take down Catsy. He's going to open fire and back off into Archive. We've got another player down there at the bottom of the Visa staircase. That is Maestro. That's a third. Liam gets a third. Zachariah doesn't see the player just there to the right. We spot him. Zachariah sees him and shoots him. And we are going to have Jag opening up the public bathroom hatch and dropping down below for a rotate should it be needed. Awesome plant in our, as it looks like Glossy might be about to get engaged in a gunfight on yellow stairs here. He looks up and oh no, is that haters on his drone? It must have been. There's the Claymore and it goes off. It does a tiny bit of damage to Glossy, but not enough. Second kill. Oh, Glossy Club gets the... Okay, everyone has made it back, so we have restarted the timer, and we are going to get things underway as we go to Aviator and Games for round number 3. Orphic are going to give it a second crack and see if they can win it this time. Thank you very much to those of you who waited through the rehost. Very much appreciated. Proza questioning his lack of mod status at the moment. I did not use the words toxic, Proza. I did not use the words toxic. Alright, so as we go to Aviator and Games yet again, let's see if we get the same kind of setup that we got last time. Don't forget, you can tweet using the hashtag R6XBPL. Use it while you can, because next season we might use a different hashtag. Who's to say? We are going to get the same setup. We are going to get a setup over here in Trophy and Statuary. Now, I'm interested to know as why you would reinforce this single wall. I can only assume it's to deny this angle to the doorway from someone rappelling on the window. I can only assume that's why you would reinforce this one wall over here. That's my understanding. So to the coach of Orphic, which I believe is best of the best. Interesting setup, my dude. Double reinforcement here, that stops you from getting shot. That stops Herinderpool, rather, from getting shot from this window over here. It also allows players over here to not get shot through the wall from anyone moving in this way. So I can understand why this has been set up the way it has. It's an interesting setup. Is it going to pay off? Didn't in the last round, but let's see if it will do in this one. Den coming in to back me up with the toxic thing, I think. I didn't say toxic. I never said toxic. All right, so we're going to have Jag doing early work here on this wall, but it's not going to do anything as it is signal jammed. But Matty is going to get downed outside as he goes for a jump out. AS Flex is going to come around. He's going to get that kill with a pistol. There we go. Just managed to get to him in the nick of time there to catch that. Well played to AS Flex. 5 versus 4 now, with Glossy again doing work underneath the floor, trying to move any anchors out of the way or take out the signal jammer, which has been done. No, it hasn't. That wall is still going to remain open as the signal jammer is just there underneath the back of that Spitfire. Pretty sure it's a Spitfire. Glossy still doing work down below to push Strider out of position. And we have one defender playing around here on the main staircase. Oh, there we go. Hayden spots the player on balcony. He moves out the way just in the nick of time. Herinderpool holding on to 90 here as Glossy and AS Flex both take a little bit of damage down here through these holes that have been opened up by Glossy as Jack gets taken down by Hayden. He's going to be playing up close here on this door in Aviator with Herinderpool on 90 and Killer holding here in the position that Herinderpool was on last time. Now, with Jack being taken out of play, that is a lot of hard destruction off of the board for Free Elo. They have no more hard destruction. So if they want to get that wall open into the site from study, they're going to have to take out that signal jammer from down below, which I don't believe they have managed to achieve yet. No, they haven't. That wall does remain up. 4 versus 4 with 40 seconds left to go. We still have 7 drones in the pockets of Free Elo. Let's see if they're going to use those very effectively. Well, BMC is not going to, because Herinderpool does peek and take him out. That signal jammer is down. Wall is starting to open up now as Hayden claims his second kill. He's going to claim a third as he takes down Glossy and Retro, both one after the other. AS Flex coming up the main stairs. He has an idea roughly of where Hayden is, but he is not going to win that gunfight. It is going to go to Hayden, which means that round goes to Orphic. We're seeing a very measured game coming out from both of these teams here. Very little in the way of just running in and shooting at people. It is very, very controlled. This is what we like to see, some strategies coming out into play. Waffle Grandmaster timing people out. Of all the people that should be timed out, it's Waffle Grandmaster. That's two strikes for Den, it looks like. In the stream, one from Woken, one from Tinny Path. I would like to remind Mrs. Toot, who is dishing out the timeouts, that any attempt by a person that is timed out to come in on a different account to bypass that timeout should be timed out as well, because that is a breach of the rules. Okay, so not that I'm saying Den would do something like that, but you know, just so you know, just so you know. All right, so we are going back to Trophy and Statuary. The site has just become unlocked for these two teams. We have seen some interesting defenses coming out from Orphic. So best of the best, the coach for Orphic, along with Matty. doing their bit here for changing up the style of hold coming out from teams, which I like to see. Personally, I get bored when I see the same ranked style setups from teams on sites. So it's nice to see different stuff coming out. It's nice to see different stuff. What is this poll? I'm guessing that should I consider Proza for mod? You know, just because the poll says yes doesn't mean that is what we will do. So it is merely an opinion poll. Merely an opinion poll. As Strider is going to take a lot of damage over here playing in Astro. Not sure who that was from because there's no players around here at the moment. So I don't know if he went for a little peek somewhere and got caught out, or if it was his own teammate as BMC starts to push in with a drone in front of him. Air jabs are going to go out to stop those flanks from coming through those doorways. We are going to see Jaeger give it a bit of a peek though. Very much the face it playstyle as AS Flex does take down Matty. So first blood is drawn by AS Flex on Free Elo as they go 5-4 up. That wall, that main wall is going to start to get opened up any moment now, as we have already opened up one hole here in the middle wall in Closet, which BMC is now going to walk in front of. Not sure why you really needed the hole if you're just going to walk in front of it anyway into Astro. I guess it does open up a line of sight from Closet on window if you really want it. And that main wall does have a Selma placed on it, but that Selma isn't going to do anything because of the signal jammer placed right there in the middle. But now that signal jammer gets taken out and that wall is going to start to open up. Strider is going to play an Astro up close on bathroom door with a shotgun. He's got two ADSs there to protect him, but he is going to get droned out. He's going to take that drone and he is going to hide behind the desk, laying down, looking through a couple of cheeky holes in the bottom of it. Hayden gets the double kill from down below with the nice roam there from him playing on Malusi. He's going to make his way up Astro stairs. Going to spot that drone. He's going to take it out, not give us position away. He's going to use it with a knife. But Nomad is aware that someone's coming. He's holding that angle, just waiting for the player to pop his head up. Frag grenade goes out. It's going to get sucked up by the ADS. Pre-fires go out from AS Flex. And that should bait that player up the staircase. But BMC is not going to wait. He's going to put up the air jab and he is going to back out. A Strider is going to play here behind this shield. And we are getting a rotate around here and the players are not looking like they're going to push Astro. They are going to push in through that main bedroom. As we've got one player rotating around somewhere. Jag does take the kill onto Killer. That's AS Flex rotating around, coming from the other side. So we are going to get a pinch from bedroom and from Pig. AS Flex is now going to make his way in. Strider has no idea that he is in there. Strider is going to take down one, but he is going to get refragged as Jack moves in to try to get the pick. AS Flex comes in, manages to down one player. He's got to find the second kill, though. He pre-fires behind the desk, but that isn't where he is. He was all the way over here, getting knocked down by the air jab in the master bedroom, and that is going to be another round going in favor of Orphic. Wow. So that is a round one based on time. Aviator and Games, Trophy and Stat Tree are both now locked for Orphic. So they are going to go downstairs to dining room and kitchen. Now this is going to be read into perfectly well by Free Elo. No one goes to living room. No one goes to living room. I want to know what this tweet is that Rosie Baker has about Waffle Grandmaster where he can't take the smoke. All right, now, as we go into the next round downstairs to dining room and kitchen, let's talk a little bit about what Free Elo will likely do here to take control of this round and put one on the board, which they really do need. If they don't get the win here tonight, and they don't beat Reborn next week, they're going to stay on 9 points. And if Mystic get a win next week in their game and do enough damage with a big enough round differential, Mystic will take their spot. They will take their spot. So this is a big game for Free Elo right now. They need a win here to secure playoffs. They need the win. Let's see if they'll manage it. As Retro, BMC and Jag, the new boys on Free Elo, or the new players in comp at least. No, Retro's not, sorry. That's Trashy, who was here last season as well. Apologies. I saw the name. I forgot. but Jag and BMC are new to competitive in this season of Rainbow Six Xbox Pro League. And it looks like 71% of people said that Proza should not be a mod. Proza, sorry my dude, sorry. Glossy Club are going to take down that default cam, but Harindapal is holding an angle on that window, and he does manage to get that pick, and that's Glossy taken out early. He's going to go for another one there onto BMC. He's going to open fire, do a fair bit of damage, and then back out. He puts BMC onto 30 health. Harindapal does take a little bit of damage himself, but nowhere near as much as BMC took. And Harindapal is just going to sit here holding angles, waiting for players to put their faces in front of his sights. Now, top floor damage is going to be done here by Free Elo. They have Retro with 3 breaching rounds and 3 breaching charges. They'll be able to open up the floor and do some damage vertically. But that's all they'll be able to do. They have no more breaching charges. So their only vertical destruction, now that Glossy is out of play, is going to be Retro. So this isn't an ideal position here, but we can see it looks like Matty playing down below. He's going to open up some holes to get some peeks onto players as they move into Astro, possibly. There we go. Starts to open out. Oh, no! C4 from Strider takes Retro out of play. Oh, what a C4. And we were fortunate enough to catch it, as Hayden is going to be playing downstairs here in the toilets. No, just outside the toilet, sorry. He's going to be playing here in lounge or living room. I forget what it's called. Let's actually spectate it. Living room is what it's called. Living room. And Killer64 playing over here, waiting for the flanks up this staircase to try to get the picks from behind. As BMC trying to look down through the floor. They've got 1 minute left to go. Jag droning out, trying to find the players. He doesn't spot the player here, but he does spot him now. That drone is going to get taken out. I'd expect that player to move out of that position. No, Strider is going to remain in there. As we can see, Hayden roaming his way up to the top floor. Now, if Free Elo don't know that he's there, this is going to be a huge problem for them, as Harindapal does get taken down by Jag, but he is very quickly refragged. AS Flex and BMC now in a 2 versus 3 as they manage to get 2 quick picks. AS Flex goes back, picks up the diffuser, but Hayden is watching, waiting for someone to poke their face out. And there you go. Hayden does get that kill onto AS Flex because they didn't have their flanks watched. BMC down below does take down Strider, but he has no diffuser. Hayden is going to be upstairs camping that diffuser with 15 seconds to go. He's going to need to find 2 kills on 2 separate floors, but he's not going to get the opportunity to find 1 as Matty pokes around, knows where he is, looks through that hole in the wall and does take him out as he tries to push his way out. So unfortunate there for Free Elo, as another round goes to Orphic, and that is 4-1. Orphic have been working hard to make sure they take the dub here tonight. And they are working on it hard. They want this win. All right, now, the last site of the first half is going to be on Aviator and Games. This is the 3rd time they've played here. Now let's take a look at some stats. Now these stats are actually from this season. We are no longer using Season 1 stats. Aviator and Games, 33% attacker favored and 67% defender favored. Trophy and Statuary and Dining Room and Kitchen have both proven to be 100% defender favored. This map overall has proven to be 86% defender favored in this season of R6XBPL. This is a controller league, so if you see someone that you think is not controller, then please take clips and share the links in the Discord server or DM me on Twitter with the link, whatever. But get clips and report people that you genuinely believe are mouse and keyboard. We will only act on clips. We will not act on hearsay. We will not act just because someone says, "Oh, I hear that this player is mouse and keyboard. Someone told me." Not good enough. I don't want to hear. We're not going to act on, "Oh, this guy's mouse and keyboard. I was in a party with him and I could hear his keyboard." That's not good enough. We need clips or some kind of actual evidence that we can look at. Now that drone is going to spot Harindapal. They know exactly where he is. He's going to pre-fire that window as he does back out. BMC playing down below, starting to move in as Ash, but Fraggy Club gets taken down already. And he is not doing quite as well today. 3 and 6. He is not Fraggy Club today. Today he is, I don't know, getting fragged club. as AS Flex pushes up to Pig window and starts to peek it. Now we can see there is a player just there near that window, which is Matty. Now he is on the other side of the doorway, so he's not going to get killed, but he is going to peek when he hears that window gets opened. I don't think it was spotted. It was not spotted by AS Flex. AS Flex is going to drone it as Horenderpool takes down Retro, but Matty is going to back out and avoid that drone as Horenderpool takes a whole load of damage over here, just out. Ooh, just as he moves into Trophy and starts to make his way back towards the site, pre-firing the windows as he makes his way past in case there's a player there. Very sensible plays from him as Hayden claims 2 lives and Jag is left in a 1v5. This does not look good. This could be a good opportunity for Free Elo to use an informal timeout. Rather than playing for sight or kills, which, let's face it, is unlikely to go in Jag's way, this would be a good time for Free Elo to talk about what they're going to do, as Jag does get a pick. It is a trade, but it's not enough, as he needed to trade with 5 players at once, and that just isn't going to happen. So there you have it. Round number 5. Orphic. And the sides are going to switch, and Free Elo are going to go on to defense. Aviator and Games is going to be the first site they're going to play. Now, as we looked at the stats for this season, like I said, 14% attacker favored, 86% defender favored. Given those statistics, it's not a big surprise to see Orphic 5-1 up at the end of the first half, considering they started on defense. The question is, are Free Elo going to fight the mental battle to not throw any rounds here and make sure they come back? We do have overtime, so they don't have to win 6 rounds in a row. They could afford to lose 1 round as long as they go to overtime, but ideally they want points for a regulation win. And as I said when we looked at the standings at the very start of the stream, the guys on the guys on Orphic don't want a win in overtime. Really, they want a win in regulation. That is what they want. That's what they need to play for. It's not a huge problem to get the win in overtime. It takes them out of relegation position, but it does mean that Mystic could still, or another team rather, could still push them down into a relegation spot. So as we go over here onto Aviator and Games for the first time for Free Elo to defend, let's see what the setup is going to be. We have a very similar setup to what we saw coming out from Orphic, except we have a rotate right here in that wall. Now, Free Elo looked like they went for a bit of a spawn peek, but they weren't successful. I think they went for a spawn peek as we have 3 players pushing up here onto master bedroom and bathroom side. Sorry, 4, as Hayden is down below. He's going to be doing some damage from underneath, I guess, crouch walking his way up Astro stairs or red stairs to get the jump onto Free Elo. Let's see how this one is going to play out, as we do have all 5 players pushing over from the northeast side of the map, or the north side of the map, depending on how you're looking at it. Killer getting on drones before he moves up to Astro window, as Hayden is pushing his way up to Astro. AS Flex with a 1-tap pretty much there onto Strider. Nicely done. AS Flex winning his 1s. He does take a bit of damage there as he tries to back out, but it is a tiny bit of damage, as Retro is going to take some damage downstairs as well, but he isn't going to escape the gun of Matty, as Matty does get that kill, making it 4 versus 4. So an unfortunate loss there for Free Elo. Now BMC is going to make his way into sight. Glossy Club playing behind the shield. That shield is going to get taken down, and Glossy is going to pull back and move his way over here into Vault, along with BMC, who's going to rotate through to the other site. And they are going to kind of give up their aggressive hold here on Aviator, as Horenderpool and Killer 64 starting to push their way in from the landing. Interesting holes getting opened up here. That's going to allow tracks to go down and deny flanks up that red staircase. Interesting play from Orphic, but instead that's going to get chucked down the staircase instead, as Killer 64 decides he doesn't have time to play around with those holes. BMC holding on sight. AS Flex playing in study. Going to try to play very sensibly here. Pre-fire goes out to that desk. I don't think they realize that he is exactly here in this spot, as Glossy Club is going to play over here in the vault, pushes his way out, but is he going to push into Horenderpool? He does take a bit of damage. That gas grenade is going to go out and slow down that push, Glossy has 2 gas grenades left in his pocket. He's going to need to use those very, very sensibly as Hayden takes a load of damage. We do have one player from Free Elo on this staircase who is getting droned out. Red pings go out, and he is going to back out downstairs into the living room as Glossy is going to continue to try to deny that push. Sophia is in though, and the Banshee is going to be the sound cue needed to let them know that he is there. Matty takes down BMC. It is a 2 versus 4. Glossy Club takes down Herinderpool. Gas grenade is going to go out. That is going to clip through the wall. Not at all, and that plant... No, it does clip through. Plant is successful, but man does go down. But Matty and Hayden pick up the 2 kills at the end of the round, putting another one on the board for Orphic. And that, my friends, puts them onto match point. This is not looking good for Free Elo tonight. Free Elo were the favorites. But at the moment, it's just not happening for them. As we look, Glossy is topping the tables for kills on his team, but Hayden with 14? Hayden with 14 kills? All right, let's see how this one's going to play out. Free Elo need to win 5 in a row here. Otherwise, there is a chance they won't make it to playoffs. If Mystic win their game next week. And let's see who they're playing. They are playing against Orphic. The way Orphic are looking at the moment, I don't know. They haven't had the greatest form, but they're doing very well today. I think on paper you'd give the win to Mystic next week against Orphic, on paper. So this is very risky for Free Elo. There is a chance that they're not going to make playoffs if they do not take this to overtime and then get a win. Even if they go to overtime and get a loss, they'll get 1 point. That could actually be enough. That would be enough to secure them a place in the playoffs. So they just need, even if they get a loss, just do it in overtime, and that secures a place. All right. Now, no spawn peaks coming out. Free Elo are going to play sensibly here. We've got Glossy Club playing on 90. We do have Echo in play, and he's going to be looking to deny plants. We have seen Orphic go for plants. The question is, will that Echo be enough to stop those plants and get a win? As Hayden is going to pre-fire through that window, start to make his way into Laundry. Flicks around all over the place, just pre-firing through walls, just in case there's people there. I've said it before and I'll say it again tonight. MC Hayden is a beast. He is very capable of being a beast. Let's see if he's going to continue being beast-like here, as Jag down below is going to continue opening up holes in the floor to do some vertical destruction. As Herinderpool does take down Glossy Club. Retro is going to be playing here in Astro, just trying to deny plants. AS Flex playing over here in Aviator, trying to get those late flanks. Jag playing on site. BMC playing on site. Not looking sure of what they're supposed to be doing as the vertical destruction continues from Strider, who is now going to start to make his way out and maybe push his way up the staircase. Herinderpool and Matty playing on this window. Bathroom window gets opened up by Herinderpool. Getting ready to make his way in. Does see the shield. He's going to use that bit of utility on the Banshee first and then go for that shield, but there is an ADS there, and that is going to deny that shield from getting taken down by Zofia, at least, as Killer64 is going to drone. Matty pushed his way in to the room. Herinderpool takes down Retro, leaving Free Elo in a 5 versus 3. BMC does claim the life of Strider, who just doesn't really look like he knows what's going on. AS Flex claims another, and it is a 3 versus 3, but Hayden comes around from behind and manages to take down AS Flex. He doesn't know there's a player on the red stairs, but the red stairs player gives his position away. BMC starts to push his way up, as Hayden does go down at the gun of BMC. Jag does take a bit of damage. Jag does go down. BMC is the last player standing in a 1 versus 2. Versus Herinderpool and Killer, 2 of the best fraggers on this team. Most likely, Jag is in sight. He's going to be able to give calls to his teammate, letting him know where the player is. plant is going down. As Herinderpool finishes off Jag. He wants to get that kill. Now, BMC is in the other site. He is on half health. He's taking a load of damage. He is in a post-plant situation. The chances for Free Elo are looking very, very bleak as he's going to pre-fire every possible spot that he can think of. But Killer 64 is going to take him down. And that is a 7-1. A 7-1 to Orphic. GG to Orphic. Unfortunate for Free Elo, who came into this game tonight with bags of confidence, I think. But it has not helped them. That has not helped them. Okay, that is Free Elo now at huge risk of not making it into playoffs. A huge risk of not making it into playoffs. All right, now. We will be doing an interview with Matty